Well, it's the one coming from my cooler, and I'm wondering if my fridge isn't fridging well. I can just add it to the list of appliances that are broken in my house right now. I've got dishwasher done, AC on the main floor, not really holding its own.
You probably want to get that
And
checked out
You
sooner
need to get
rather
that
than later.
checked out.
yeah, I talked to Preston today about it, so he's going to come out.
Nice.
Courtesy
Take a
check.
Courtesy check.
There you
So,
go.
Yeah,
You gonna bend over and cough for him?
Yeah, probably.
God willing. If that's all it takes to get my AC fixed, I'm willing to do a lot more.
Is that what we're calling it now? Your AC?
That's it.
Like getting a lube job.
Could you change my oil too?
I mean, I don't know if he's a changer or a changee.
Whatever. Yeah.
To each their own, right? Yeah, man. When I saw that link today, Ryan, about the mid-major poll or what G5 poll, whatever, I was like, oh, yep, this is my Ryan shit right here. I could not get over to the group chat fast enough.
I know, and you tagged me too, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna keep it quiet. I was busy today anyway, and I was having to, juggle a couple things. We get LP drama too, so
Uh-oh.
Well, I am flying solo on the dad front this week.
Nice.
How are you doing that?
Kim's traveling for work again, and so yeah, I got all the kids and dance recital tomorrow night. So I've had to get babysitters and shit. It's fun. Yeah, good times.
Woo.
Oh, we didn't talk about Tim. You wanted to talk about the changes in the pack membership. The perks.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
and I did not put that on my list at all. I just remembered it.
I forgot about it too. I think supposedly they upgraded. You have to have $1,000 now to get the goodies for the on the brick /
Yeah, because you know what?
Brickyard.
It was so packed. It was so tremendously packed being tailgating on the bricks that they had to up the price to weed out some people.
I always thought it was 1,000, but I guess it was 500 before.
Yeah, and it's and again, it has apparently always been not to actually tailgate there, but
welcome to all.
What?
Welcome to all, right? Everyone's welcome there.
Yeah, anyone, right? Yeah, I don't think there's a minimum. I don't even know if you have to be a pack member to tell you the truth. You just have to reserve it, I suppose. But yeah, you just don't get the amenities built in, the tables and tents and power. I don't know. I bet we'd still get power.
I think we'd get power.
We would take it anyways.
Take the power.
I got the power. I've got the touch.
We kind of own the power anyway, right? I mean,
shout out to 1986 Transformers movie.
Look, they put the power right where we put our tailgate. So what are we supposed to do? Move our tailgate? Absolutely not.
We have our He-Man. I've got the power. Yeah.
But I'm glad we're talking about this in Last Call instead of the regular episode because I bet they don't listen to Last Call.
They probably don't.
They probably don't know how to.
They probably don't even know what Patreon is.
Yeah, you know what? You know why? Because none of them have a Georgia State degree.
We so often don't talk about anything Georgia State on Last Call. So they probably listened to a couple episodes about us talking about smoked meats, and they're boring, so they didn't like that content.
So that's what we should do, though. Is we should make Last Call 3 hours long, make it a Joe Rogan style podcast, and mention Georgia State 3 times briefly, and just to force them to listen to it. We're doing them a favor. They're getting paid to listen to.
Can I say
what?
Please no. Please. I'm begging y'all.
They did change parking, I guess. I don't know. I think I guess when I upped my donation to 1,000, I started getting the Summerhill Lot A. So I think they kept that all the same. If you're 500 to 250, you got a green lot pass. Mm-hmm. I know last year I think they stripped the pass away from the $100 donation people. They were in an uproar over that. So, and then we get Summer Lot Hill A if you're 1,000. If you donate $2,500, which there's not that many people, by the way.
Question: which do you think is the best? Obviously, Georgia Avenue parking is the best parking, but is Summerhill Lot A better than Green? Well,
that's
Is Summerhill Lot A better than Green Lot, or is Green Lot better than like? What would you consider outside of Georgia Avenue? What is the next premier level of parking?
I mean, if you want easy access in and out, Summerhill Lot A. If you want the best tailgating area with like grass that's available, if you get there early, Green Lot by a mile.
Is there grass? Oh, do they have grass over there?
Yeah, they have that whole. There's that whole walkway that's right on the edge of it.
Oh yeah, there's that whole sidewalk.
There's trees and there's a walkway and there's grass.
Really large sidewalk to nothing.
It is a large sidewalk,
but it is really nice for tailgating.
I mean, Summerhill Lot A is closer to the stadium; it's more prominent. But Green Lot has the good space to tailgate on, as long as you get there early, and then you have primo spots and everything.
That's where we were the first year at Center Park, right?
Yeah,
The first
we were along that sidewalk.
We were actually in the very front corner where you can't.
It was 3 years, right? Remember? We were there for 3 years before they did the bricks, right?
Yeah, I remember being there one time because I vividly remember somebody, like my kid was like toddling at that time, and she touched a grill, and somebody freaked out, being like, "So you watch your kid, blah blah blah. She's gonna burn herself." And I'm like, "Well, she'll only do it once." And she was like, "Oh, it's not obviously not your kid." And I'm like, "What are you talking about? That's my child. She'll only touch it once. She's not gonna hurt her. She's not gonna kill herself." Like.
Maybe twice if she's her mother's child. You know?
Well, yeah, if she does it twice, then now we know she's dumb.
So that's that very front area that like where they set up game day is where we used to park up there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that we were there 1 or 2 years, but the first year was when nothing was going on, was along that cool Brave stretch they used to have, and it was weird though, because we all wanted to be right there, but like. Everyone was still kind of doing their own things. I just remember like walking around that area quite a bit. But that was where the very first chili cook-off was over there, and then we moved the following season. I guess when they started construction of the apartments.
Yeah,
that we moved over, which was like right by all like the plethora of handicap parking spots that they never enforced at all, and that's where we met the Sebelias when they were right. So I remember somebody walking by like, "Those guys got a pizza oven over there," and I'm like. Excuse me, what? I walked up and I'm like, holy shit, they got a fucking pizza oven. This is fantastic. This is awesome. I love this. So,
and it's damn good pizza.
It really is.
I'm not a big pizza fan,
but
Sibilia pizza. But no,
that potato one. That's
hold on. I'm saying I'm not a big pizza fan, but that tailgate pizza is better than all the shit you get in restaurants.
Oh yeah,
so much better.
It's good.
So much better. So good.
I'm not a fan of the breakfast pizza.
Yeah,
I just think breakfast pizza sounds good because like breakfast tacos are good. Breakfast is good. Lots of breakfast things are great. Breakfast pizza was not that into.
No, so you said breakfast pizza, no, and Tim, you said potato pizza, no. I said pizzas in general, no. I loved both of those pizzas. I think they're both fantastic.
Yeah,
you like the.
I like the traditional meats one that they got going. That's my favorite.
I like it when we do other like stuff going on, and like they do the pizzas, and like. And we just like we just like put whatever the tailgate food, like when we did ribs, and they like
whatever we got,
yeah,
we're like
barbecue on there. Yeah, like when people start bringing other stuff, we start throwing like Chick-fil-A nuggets on there. Or we need to have a pizza inception where like we get some Junior's pizza, and then we like put their pizza on top of their pizza. And
so I've been making some tailgate plans though. I think I'm gonna invest in like one of those big pots for a low country boil.
Okay.
And do some like crawfish one time. I don't care if it's against Louisiana or Georgia Tech
or other Louisiana.
Either Louisiana.
Yeah, we're not playing Louisiana, I guess. Man, geez, we haven't talked about them in such a long time. I forgot we were supposed to disrespect them by calling them Lafayette. Did you guys, by the way, though, did you guys see that picture? No, I don't think anybody commented. There was a Raging Cajuns bus at the Six Flags this weekend.
Yeah, no, I commented about it. I was like, Monroe was here. I don't know if they're borrowing Big Brother's bus or something. They were here for softball, but yeah, I don't know what was going on. Maybe a cheer competition or something, or I don't know.
No idea. There were a lot of students there, but they were Christian high schools. It seemed like. There was a bunch of like choirs and stuff, I think.
Okay, cool. No, I mentioned this a couple of years ago, and I haven't done it yet. But I want to do a corn dog day.
Oh, corn dog, yeah, that'd be nice.
Corn dog tailgate.
Like to have a deep fryer there, like a Cuisinart or something.
I've been looking into some tailgate deep fryers.
Yeah,
and I want to do a mixture of corn dogs, like do like some jalapeno cheddar breading around a corn dog. Maybe maybe Ryan, we can partner up and do some
sausages inside.
Our own sausages inside of it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Who's got the best casing?
Yeah. You gotta like that snap. Like
well, and so on that note, I was looking at Meat Church. They had a video with the shotgun shells. I was like, oh man, that'd be great for a tailgate. People would love that, and you can do all kinds of different things. I mean, you stuff it with loose sausage, basically. So,
yeah. I've been. We need to get together. We need a tailgate meeting to figure some stuff out.
But really, I want the low country boil with crawfish.
Yeah, we don't have. Do we have either of the Lafayette teams this year? I should know this. I'm the one.
I just think it'd be really rad to like do it, and then at like at noon or whatever, just like dump the whole thing out on one of the tables, and just
it's a good look. I do like that look,
but no newspaper because you don't need to. It's in hard tables. Just kidding. It doesn't matter if you put newspaper anyway. It'll still get to the bottom.
Yeah, we'd cover it in like some plastic or something. Whatever, that's fine. But I just think it just be really like a cool tailgate experience to just like walk up and like have your low country boil all poured out and stuff.
But you gotta have you gotta have some live crawfish that start like crawling around on the ground.
Just have like 4 or 5 like after you pour it out and just like
oh man, I went to
scatter them in.
Yeah.
I went to one of the bajillion festivals that happened in Atlanta several years ago, and there was a place doing smoked lobsters.
Ooh.
And they were putting live lobsters on their smoker and like letting them. Yeah.
I bet it was good.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
I don't know. Wait, a slow death seems bad, right? Because they get all tense and weird, and like the meat's not as tender.
I don't know. It was pretty.
I mean, that's how it works with like cows and shit, I think.
But maybe it's
like happy cows are tastier cows. And there's something about like when if it take a little bit longer to die, like their body gets like full of adrenaline because they're dying and it's terrible, and like that's what your body does. So and it like tenses up all your muscles. Yeah, so you got to do it quick and before they even know what's happening, and so then they're dead, but then they're relaxed and the meat.
I went on a date with this chick when what was that movie that came out that documentary movie that came out that was explaining like how horribly like fast food not Super Size Me. Not Super Size Me. Not Super Size Me.
Super Size Me too.
But it was like it was along those kind of lines, but it wasn't about what it does to your body. It was just about like the industry of it itself. And like the story is kind of talking about how it's all chemically like how they use all these different chemicals to have a smoke taste to it, and how it's not really.
I got news for that person. Smoke is just chemicals,
right? But it was like all kinds of stuff. Like all the just like the fakeness, the processness of it.
Sure.
But then it's got this little thing going on, and then at the end of it, there's like 10 minutes of showing a cow being like slaughtered and crap like that, and like how inhumane it's supposed
to
be.
Food Inc. Was it Food Inc?
No, I don't. Maybe I don't know.
Okay.
It doesn't sound. It could have been. I don't remember.
That was an actual documentary, but
no, this was not a documentary. But I think that they did the last 10-15 minutes to make you like get grossed out, like, oh my god, I can't believe that what these animals have to go through that I'm eating. And I'm like, that part did not bother me at all. Like seeing a staple gun going into a cow's head and flesh being like ripped off of it and like being quartered and everything. I'm like,
It didn't suffer at all.
yeah, I'm like, no, the fact that there's just a lab of like microscopes and like beakers and crap coming up with weird crap that make it taste like a cowboy burger, like that grossed me out way more than seeing a cow getting like slaughtered. Like I was fine with that.
The meat has to come from somewhere, right? I know people get freaked out when they see animals getting slaughtered, but fuck, steak's good, man.
Well, and go like look at a wolf pack like attacking a cow or something. You know, like that's not.
They
better.
Could you kill an animal and then eat it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've never done it before, but
I haven't, but I have. I've out in mind I could do it.
Is it a delicious animal?
Well, aren't they all, Tim?
Yeah, I was to say, Tim. What trick question? What animal is not delicious?
I do get a little.
Unless it's cooked right.
I do get a little.
Duck's good.
Duck is awesome.
I don't know. Duck is not good. I don't like duck. Duck's
you're wrong,
like,
David. You're wrong.
I know, but you see, you actually really enjoy the bite of the fat, and I do not.
That's actually a pretty fair thing, though.
So
I like the crispness on the outside and the bite too. That's true. That is one of the things I like about duck.
You brought some duck you made to a tailgate, and you got to try this. I looked at it and I saw like 90% fat and like 10% meat, and I'm like, let me take off this part. I'm like, yeah, that's tasty. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. I don't need any more.
There wasn't that much fat, but that's fine. I respect the opinion anyway.
It was a low fat duck, wasn't it?
I'm like, I'm a texture guy.
Low fat duck.
I mean, it was not 90% fat duck.
No, there was. I mean, but that's the way duck is. You because
it's very fatty on top. Yeah, there's like a nice.
It's the nature of the animal. Yeah, you've got definitely. A very a huge layer of fat between the skin and the.
It's a fatty bird.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
It's a good bird.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of duck. I'm not a fan of gamey stuff.
But deer, venison.
I like ground venison. I've done venison steaks and stuff like that.
That's pretty gamey. They don't, there's not domesticated.
It's not my favorite, but like my father-in-law will send stuff down. None of that shit that he's at. My father-in-law is like the guy that if you have never shot a deer in your life, you've never shot a gun in your life, but you want to go hunting with my father-in-law because you will hit something. He's never hit anything, but anybody he takes, they get their first kill.
I didn't really have a desire. It's one of those things where people are like, oh, the point is not to, the hunting part is like secondary. It's all about like drinking beers in the morning. And I'm like, hear me out. There's other ways to do that. Part. We could just like drink on the porch
at a tailgate. I subscribe to the Ron White thinking of hunting is it's not that I'm morally against it. It's really cold and early, and I don't want to go.
It is fucking cold.
And the thing is we all do it for tailgating because that's fun and great. And, we get to drink together.
There is nothing better than getting up early on a Saturday morning, packing that cooler full of beer, getting your food ready, heading out to the tailgate, and setting up shop and having like that first beer before it's double-digit hours in the morning.
Oh, we always have to have our first beer though, together.
Yeah.
So
just to get ready.
Yeah,
I can't wait to tailgate. We got to figure out Georgia Tech. We got to lock Georgia Tech down.
That's true.
We need to do a trip. We need to scope, drink, travel, drink some more. Just to
I thought we had settled into and not necessarily on the varsity parking lot. Like it's a first come first serve thing, and so as long as we get there as early as we will,
we have options.
Okay, can we do night? Right. Can we do night before? I'm up for an all nighter.
Oh,
when does varsity close?
Oh, I don't know, but we can apparently go to the nightclub at the gas station overnight.
There's a Tim Hortons across the street now.
And a nightclub.
All you people that drink coffee can get coffee.
Yeah, but even our Tim Hortons fan is like, yeah, Tim Hortons here is not what it is there, and
Apparently,
It's the water. It's the problem.
well, it's
yeah,
not
they
the
call it
same there anymore either. It's not as good
It's not as good?
anywhere.
Oh.
I think they got bought by somebody.
Burger King.
That's right. I think.
Well, there you go.
I didn't
Now
make
you know
things
how it's
up.
ruined.
I will say a Burger King burger, like just plain Burger King hamburger, McDonald's hamburger. It's not that Burger King is better; it's leaps and bounds better.
It's just different. To me, that's like just two different. Those are barely even comparable.
It's like putting a unsalted saltine in your mouth and then eating I don't know an everything bagel. It's just like completely different.
Yeah, they're just you would never even talk about them as both being like bread products.
A McDonald's hamburger is the most bland thing you can ever
I
eat.
don't agree with that. I think it's good.
But a Burger King hamburger is just
I think
it's probably because
good,
those
too.
chemicals from that movie that are in there.
I think Wendy's is the best though.
Wendy's are good.
Yeah, but the meat doesn't have a lot of flavor to it. I mean, Wendy's isn't bad, but the meat doesn't have any flavor. Like I don't know if they season the beef or not.
I know at McDonald's they season the shit out of it with pepper.
Well, it's a salt pepper mixture. I used to
but
make
it's a lot of pepper, which I mean I'm not mad at it. I'm happy about it, but
the amount of pepper is greater than the volume of steak you have to work with.
it is probably.
Those little hamburger meats. It was like number 10 meat is what they called it, and it's tiny. And the quarter pounder meat, which I know you were a double quarter pounder guy. Once I started working at McDonald's 25, 28 years, whatever, however many years ago that was. That was the grossest looking meat I ever saw come off a grill.
So a couple years
had
ago,
slime on it.
Just that burger, they switched to all never frozen, like Wendy's does, and it was significantly better. And I think they have switched to that for all of their meat now.
Oh, really?
Never frozen. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'm curious how they handle that.
Yeah, I know it was the quarter pounder meat was definitely for a little while, and it probably I think it still is. I'm pretty sure they expanded it because it went so well for them.
I would be very curious how they handle all that because the freezers are way bigger than the fridges. So
yeah.
What about BK beef? Better than McDonald's, you think?
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Flame broiled, right?
Oh yeah. Flame broiled.
I touch it with some fire.
They paint on those lines, and then I think it goes to a conveyor. Isn't Burger King they do the conveyor belt? Like it goes over the flames. I saw a thing on the news today, the world's longest baguette, and they actually had a conveyor belt doing
making
bread, and they had like a 400 meter, 500 meter baguette because it baked as it went through, and it was baking parts of it at the same time or at the time. And
that's everything. Weird and sounds interesting. Now that you've said it, finally.
Do they have a bag to put it in though? Just like all the way at the end.
Yeah, exactly. It was just like
people just holding it.
It was just a Ron Jeremy condom was able to hold the whole thing.
Used, right? That's where the value comes in.
Well, it's got to be used. It's got a lubrication to slide the baguette in.
Can you get an unused one now? Do they still make those for him? Is he able to? Is he alive?
Yeah. You know, I start to confidently say yes, and I don't know.
Because like I saw him probably 10 years ago at an event, and he was pretty much like what's the word? Catatonic. He was catatonic.
So he was there. Wikipedia doesn't say he's dead.
Well, if Wikipedia doesn't say it, then it's not true.
It does say years active, 1979 to 2018.
Jesus.
That's pretty much my life too. I was born in 77, and I've pretty much been dead since 2018. So that was the 2-10 season of Coach Elliott killed me.
That was bad.
Yeah.
That and the winless season, right?
Well, yeah, but Coach Elliott, Sean didn't do the winless season. That was Trent Miles' first season.
That was so bad.
Oh, we should do a Georgia State trivia. I mean, I don't want to be in it.
I like. What do you mean? You just have to elaborate. I think.
A trivia night, like let's do a trivia
We'll
night
just-
somewhere at a bar, and just
we'll
like,
go-
Oh,
so
it'd be like State of Atlanta.
yeah,
We'll go get the media guide.
Obviously, like Ben is not allowed to participate. He can be
Hell no.
a judge or something or crap like that. but,
Okay,
like,
so you don't mean like we go to some random team trivia. You mean there's a Georgia
We
State
would
trivia.
have our own team trivia for Georgia State.
I gotcha.
exclusively.
yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be fun. Maybe I
Someone's
might
got to do a
show
lot
up.
of work to set it up there.
I'm gonna go ahead and put Ryan in charge of that. So
Yeah.
it'll never happen.
Yeah.
Also, if I put myself in charge, it would never happen either. So I'm gonna.
I mean, that's how I was gonna end that. I was like, oh, so it'll never happen. So don't worry. Like, no offense taken.
Yeah. Then we can probably close this out, huh, guys?
Seems right.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Feels-
listening. We'll talk to you guys next week. Deuces.
Goodbye.
Bye.